Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Mutia Shalihah. So, I'm studying for English education of Faculty of Educational Sciences at Syarif Hidayatullah State Islamic University, Jakarta. Here in this video, I'm gonna retell the story of the novel I've read. The title is Here on Earth by Alice Hoffman. Happy watching! So, the story is about March Murray. She is a woman who has been married and been living in California for 19 years with her husband and daughter. But one day, she returns to her hometown with her daughter to attend the funeral of her housekeeper who's raised her since she was a child. Her husband doesn't accompany her because he has work in California. In that town, she met with Hollis. Hollis was her childhood love, which she couldn't move on until now because even she's already married, Hollis still stuck in her mind. Hollis was an abandoned child who was taken by March's father and was growing together with her. In the age of 17, Hollis and March getting closer, but suddenly Hollis gone and left March without a reason. March was wondering what is her fault. Why does Hollis just left her without any reason? And she's still waiting for him even after years, and finally she made the decision to marry Richard and moved on to California. In her 19 years marriage, she still cannot move on from Hollis. She couldn't get rid of Hollis' name from her heart, from her mind, even after she has Gwen, her daughter. And when she returned to her hometown, it's not actually only for the funeral of her housekeeper, but she expected to meet Hollis too. And that was true. She met Hollis at the funeral. She was tempted by him inside and outside because Hollis already turned to become a successful, rich, and handsome man. For Hollis, he also couldn't get rid of March's name from his heart and mind. Even he's already married with Richard's sister named Belinda. But now, when Hollis met March, Belinda and his son has passed away. They passed away in the tragedy. And by Hollis met March, of course, he's already single, and since he was rich and handsome, many women who in love with him, but he couldn't accept them because his heart still for March. They met and they renew their love. They get intense, more intense, until Richard's, March's husband, couldn't reach March until he decided to come to England, to the hometown, to pick March and his daughter. But when he arrives to England, he met March and Gwen. He persuaded them to go home with him, but they refused it. They still want to stay longer in the hometown, in England. And by that time, Richard knows that March was back to Hollis, her former love. So Richard was broken home and left to California by himself. March and Hollis become so in love and so crazy about each other. They blind because of love. March even forget about he has daughter. She abandoned Gwen and detached from her real life. Hollis asked March to move in with him, and she accepted. Finally, Hollis and March living together. When they're living together, they got so passionate in love. They're like the teenager who just fell in love. They're just like another couple who just married and become a gossip in the town that March was cheated with Hollis. But they don't seem care with people's talk, with the gossip. They just keep continue what they're doing. And time passed, and finally March realized there's something different about Hollis. He's not like before. He's used to abuse to her. He abused March, he abused Gwen. But that time, he's still positive thinking to Hollis. She's still positive thinking to Hollis, and still thinks that maybe he did it unconsciousness. Sorry. And Gwen, March's daughter, couldn't stay any longer with them. She got hurt by Hollis, and finally she left and go to her father in California. March doesn't seem care about that. She still wants to stay longer with Hollis and ignore about the fact how Hollis treat her along her with love. Even she knows that Hollis is bad for her. Hollis has treated her bad. And one night she got a fight with Hollis, and that night she realized that she couldn't help any longer. She couldn't stay any longer with him. She wants to leave him, but she cannot. Hollis has been controlling her. Hollis has been so jealous. And after their fight, Hollis was fall asleep, and in the midnight she ran away from the house and got back to the California by the ticket that Richard sent to her. And when Hollis woke up from his sleep, he realized that March doesn't beside him anymore, and he got so mad and getting crazy until he decided to chase March. He's got his truck with him and go rushing to chase March, and he got crashed in the road, and his truck got slipped to the hill. Her truck was exploded, and he's passed away. No one comes to his funeral because he was so bad to the people in the town. Only maybe like Hank, his son, not son actually, his relatives, and some woman who fell in love to him. And the author doesn't tell more about how March, Richard's, and Gwen's life after that tragedy, and the story just ends there. So I think that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.